You've mentioned to me before that you're hearing from many people about the importance of quality conversations. What sorts of things are you hearing?
Everything from, and this is what stimulated me to do this, and this is a response to those conversations, is starting the podcast, where people are going, we're not allowed to have a conversation about mental health here. If I talk about mental health or I'm having a problem, I might lose my job, or I might not get that promotion, or I will be limited in some way. Industries where, like, we can point at many, many industries where to talk about mental health, you're seen as a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You're excluded, you're pushed aside, you're not employed again, or there's things that happen to you as a result. So, and these are conversations I'm in, whether it's construction, whether it's mining, whether it's transport, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's financial institutions, whether it's, office, environments, government or private owned, large or small. It's that same sense of, I don't feel safe saying that, so I'm just going to protect myself and not say anything. And it's like, well, how does that help you, and how does that help the next person?
So there's two aspects to the conversations here. The conversations might be about mental health themselves, but also in having a different quality of conversation might actually be good for your mental health.
Yes. You can get movement through a conversation, and that movement can either be for yourself of moving through a situation, finding clarity, finding, this peace of mind, finding that this awareness that comes around, for yourself, but also the awareness that's created for others and for team, organisation, industry. There's this ripple effect, I think, that happens as a result. And you've seen this, in the work that you do, is that it just takes one person, and usually someone, if they've got credibility, authority, or a position of power, to say, hey, I'm struggling at the moment, I need some help, and this is what this looks like. The effect that has, the positive effect that has across so many different areas is powerful. And, my position is that I don't have fear of ramifications. I'm not going to lose my job. I'm self-employed. I could fire myself, but that would be silly. But I could lose an account, but that's okay. Obviously, it's not the right place for my voice to be, but it's also very telling, and, that's when more work has to happen.
It sounds like there's going to be the potential for lots of rich conversations with different people. Tell us a little bit about what's going to happen in this podcast series.
I'm excited because I learn by talking, and learn by conversations, and learn by pushing and poking and getting people a little uncomfortable to see what comes to the surface. And I get to do that in my work every day in doing the mental health first aid training. And, and because I do that in organisations as well. But the type of conversations that I want to have is about the individual. How do they experience conversations? How do they experience the overcoming discomfort to have a conversation? Through to teams. How important are difficult conversations for teams? How important is it to gain clarity for teams? And then business leaders, right? What types of conversations are you having with your people around you? What are you embodying? What are you showing your people that it's okay to ask about, or talk about, or have conversations about? And then I've got a few industry leaders.
Exciting.
I know, I'm so excited because I've come across industry leaders that want more, are pushing for more. They don't necessarily know how that more is going to look yet, but they're wanting it, and they're starting the conversations despite not having the answer. And I love that, because it means that there's openness for feedback, for conversation, for co-design, for creating a space that all people feel comfortable to not have the answer.